everyone, welcome to Crafty Friday. In this video, I'm going to show you how to turn ordinary, boring notebooks and binders into your own unique, customized creations. This binder has clear pockets on the front and back and on the side so you can insert a subject or name tag on the side here. You're just going to use a sheet of paper, and I just took some scrapbook paper, cut it down to size. I cut a little pink rectangle and I glued that on, and then I also cut a smaller rectangle with my name on it, but you can also put your subject on there for school. I'm taking this sheet and I'm going to lower it into the clear pocket, if it does go ever. Come on! Voila, zebra. My second decoration is this kawaii drawing. I have this little girl at the bottom who's wearing a really cute bow, and I colored her in with colored pencil. Then I gave her a thought bubble, and she's thinking about a bunch of smiling school supplies. Crayons, woohoo! And the poor eraser is realizing that it's crumbling apart. I brushed Mod Podge onto the back of each drawing, and then I just pressed it on the front of the binder. A really super simple way to decorate a binder is just to put a strip of duct tape on it. I used this roll of snakeskin duct tape. This is a really simple design, obviously, but you can cover the entire front of the binder with duct tape or the entire binder if you want to. For this binder, I put some beautiful rhinestones up in the corner here. In this footage, I'm using some E6000 glue, and I'm also using a toothpick just to make it easier. I'm applying the glue onto the back of each rhinestone individually, and I'm placing them on one by one. I'm making columns that go from 10 to 1. On the back of this binder, I put some paint samples because I just thought it was really cool looking. I left this red strip whole, then I cut one rectangle off of the orange, 2 off the yellow, 3 off this light green, and 4 off this darker green. And I placed them in kind of a stair design, so imagine your fingers walking backwards up these. Okay. For these, I brushed Mod Podge on the back of each strip, and then once that dried a little bit, I brushed a layer on top of every strip as well. For my final binder, I have a little bit of footage of me doing this one as well. I think this might be my favorite one. It's just so artsy. I really love it. I used another recycled element, which would be the candy wrappers, as you can see. For this one, I cut a piece of scrapbook paper to match the size of the front of the binder, and then I Mod Podged that onto the front of the binder. Next, I took some starburst wrappers and I cut those diagonally in half, so I have a bunch of triangles, and I just Mod Podge those all down, and they kind of form a strip in the center. They're a little off center, but I wanted it to be like that. Then I cut some blueberries out of Dum Dum wrappers, and I Mod Podged those in a line across the top. And my favorite part of this is the little Dum Dum guy that's walking on the starburst wrapper mountains. If you're decorating multiple binders because you need them for multiple subjects in school, it's a good idea to color coordinate your binder, folder, and notebook, so kind of make them match. One way that you can do this is you can glue a fabric bow onto the side and maybe write that subject in hot pink then if you have a hot pink bow. Also check out my paper bow video because you could probably stick these onto your binders and they would just look so cute. You can get a magazine and you can make a collage. Just cut out a bunch of colorful shapes or characters or cats, I guess, and just cut them out, and you can Mod Podge those onto the front of your binder. You can also use Mod Podge to attach used postage stamps. You don't want to buy a bunch of new ones and use those. Just cut them out of mail that comes to your house. And of course you can Mod Podge pictures to your binder as well, and these are all of me. Oh my gosh, upside down me. So moving on to notebooks. I have some really cute ideas. If you don't want to use Mod Podge, I have a great alternative. You can just use clear tape, and this is what the roll I used looks like. It's Scotch shipping packaging tape. This is another candy wrapper design. What I did was I took a piece of construction paper and I cut that down to about the size of the front of the notebook, and then I taped down these candy wrappers in the pattern that I wanted them to be. So I just put like a tiny roll of tape behind each. If you want to see a tutorial on this, I did make a video a while back called decorating a planner or a candy wrapper planner. Then I took the tape and I just put strips across and I folded them onto the inside page. So I just basically laminated these candy wrappers with a bunch of strips of clear tape. Here is a really super simple idea. Basically, you just take any stickers that you have lying around the house, or you can go out and buy new stickers, obviously. But I just took stickers and then I outlined them with puffy paint. Now, puffy paint might not be a really good idea because I put a binder on top of this and the puffy paint kind of stuck to it and ripped off. I only used puffy paint because I don't have any metallic paint pens or metallic Sharpies with me. I think that would be a much better idea. But if you're careful, you can do puffy paint around stickers. And of course, if you don't like the look of having the 70 sheets and the barcode on the front, you can cover this with a piece of paper first and then stick the stickers on. And you can even laminate them with tape. This notebook is super awesome because I took a Sharpie marker and I just went crazy with it. I wrote my name and I drew a bow. Up here is a little girl reaching for the stars, and it says reach for the stars, and there's just a bunch of lines and dots, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Mountain type thing, and it's just really awesome. Ow, I hit my knee. I was thinking about filling in the whole notebook, but I really like the idea of just having like a diagonal blob that kind of radiates out a little bit into my name, so I think I like it like this. My final spiral is this giant bow. First of all, I cut out a piece of scrapbook paper and I just glued it onto the front of the notebook. And then I drew a bow on another piece of scrapbook paper, cut that out and Mod Podged that down onto the piece of paper. This is pretty much the same bow design that I drew on that yellow notebook. I also tied a bunch of ribbon to the top of this. You can tie them all the way down your spiral if you want, but it takes up a lot of time. I honestly think I like this particular design better without the ribbons, but I didn't want to attach it to any of the other ones because it just totally clashed with all my other designs as well. But I just wanted to show you this idea. And then on the back I had a major fail, but it kind of looks cool still. The masking tape I placed on here ripped the cardboard of this spiral and then it just peeled some of the glitter off with it. I know masking tape is tape and it's sticky, but I did test it out. Like, I stuck it down and I peeled it off a few times and I'm like, oh, this is going to work out great because it's not going to get stuck to the cardboard. But apparently after I added the glue and the glitter, I must have pressed down more on the tape to make sure that it was sticking down, and then I just made a terrible bond because it didn't want to leave the notebook. Yeah, I think this is really pretty. Those are all of my designs. I hope you enjoyed them. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. Click like for me, please. Alright, but now I'm going to show you some paper bows that were sent in to me. Hashtag SoCraftastic on Instagram, also on my Facebook fan page and Twitter. So a bunch of people tried out my paper bows, and these are Kirigami bows. It's kind of like origami, but you cut with scissors, so it's called Kirigami. And as you can see, I got so many bows sent to me. Well, not sent to me, but pictures of bows were sent to me so I could see them. And they're just so gosh darn cute. So thank you everyone for sending those bow pictures to me. If you guys want to be featured in an upcoming Crafty Friday video, then please use hashtag SoCraftastic on Instagram. Send me pictures of your decorated binders and notebooks. This is definitely a great back to school idea, but you can use it even if you're not in school like me, because you know, you just want to have cute notebooks and binders around. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, because I put out new crafty videos every single Friday for Crafty Friday, and I also put out some videos throughout the week when I have the time, but I spent maybe 8 hours decorating all these things. So someone was asking, well, a lot of people ask, like, why don't you put out a ton of videos? Because I spend a lot of time when I do my crafts. So, you know, I want to make quality, cute things for y'all. So, alright guys, have a great rest of the day, and I will see you soon. Bye! Oops, why did I just hit record? And then I cut a little pink triangle. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Catastrophe. Oh my gosh, now it's upside down. What is wrong today? Ugh, I don't know why this is so hard to do. Let's go. Let's move it to paper. Keep your lids tight, guys, because look what happened to mine on the last stripe.